Popular prophet Primate Babatunde Elijah Ayodele of INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, with headquarters in Lagos, in this interview, speaks on what the world and Nigeria would expect in the next years to come. In the 2020 and 2021, and in 2021 and 2022 editions of your book, Warnings to the Nations, collection of divine signals, you warn that the Nigerian military must be watchful of terrorist attacks on their bases. How did you feel when the NDA was attacked? He responded, the attack on the Nigerian Defense Academy was an embarrassment on security. Do you know that once I called one of the most senior army officers to discuss the mind of God on the security of the situation? I will not mention the name of this army chief. He's one of the 7 military chiefs. I told him that I wanted to inform him of the prophecies of things to expect. I spoke with him over the phone, but do you know his response? He told me that he would call me soon to discuss with me, but till today, he's yet to call me. I'm not against Buhari's government. I pray for Buhari's government to succeed, but those who surround this administration are hell-bent on destroying this government. They are terrorists in the government. The government must identify these people and push them out. Without this government identifying these people, there will be a total collapse of the government. The service chiefs are belittling God. They cannot use their technology to win the war against terrorism. Our leaders have refused to recognize God. Mind you, a bigger terrorist organization is coming. Boko Haram will go. A bigger one is coming. The United States of America will be attacked by terrorists. Israel will also be attacked. The United Kingdom will be attacked. Iraq, Iran, Libya, and Afghanistan will witness a coalition of terrorist organizations that will fight the United States of America. These attacks will be very serious. It will be worse than 9/11. In Nigeria, Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, kidnappers and herdsmen should no longer be tagged bandits. The federal government should declare them as terrorists immediately. The government is not doing enough in addressing the situation, and if care is not taken, it will go out of hand. We need God's divine intervention. Our leaders have tried many means, but they have failed. What is left, which they have not tried, is prayers and dependence on God. The Nigerian government can win the war against terrorism. All that is needed is for the right thing to be done, including prayers. When we speak privately to those in authority and power, they refuse to listen. But when we go to the media and raise alarm, then they begin to condemn both the message and the messenger. More places will be attacked in the north. The southern Kaduna issue is not yet over. We're going to be battling with the problem of insecurity till the election period in 2023. If care is not taken, elections in 2023 as arranged by INEC may be postponed. Are the service chiefs committed? Are they loyal? I don't think so. I believe that the Department of State Security (DSS) may have had prior knowledge of the NDA attack. There is supremacy battle among the security agencies in Nigeria. The DSS is very formidable. As prophets, we have assisted a lot of DSS operations in this country. We have given them a lot of information. The DSS is well informed and should be listened to by the government. Next, he was asked, Plateau State have been in the spotlight for bloody reasons, killings. Earlier this year, you warned during the public presentation of your 2021 and 2022 edition of Warnings to the Nations that Plateau will come under heavy attacks. What really happened? I warned about the bloodshed in Plateau, but they refused to listen. Perhaps they felt I was looking for money. What money? Is it to build a house, buy a car, or feed my children? God has blessed me. I sponsor the printing and publication of this book every year. After this, I send it both within and outside Nigeria to those in authority and to those who should be concerned. I've done my bit. Whether you take it or not, it's none of my business. This government does not want to listen to the truth. They hate people who say the truth. Whoever fights the truth never succeeds. Those who surround the president are deceiving him. Mark my words, there will be scarcity of petroleum. Let's pray against pipeline explosions. We should pray that no aircraft will be bombed by any of these bandits. The government should be ready to use machineries. Our country needs prayers to survive and succeed. Our unity needs prayers. Let me warn that high caliber individuals will be kidnapped. If care is not taken, commissioners, ministers will be kidnapped. These kidnappers will break into their homes. I tag these bandits as Talibans. Earlier this year, you warned President Joe Biden of the US to be careful in decision making. Did you see the Afghanistan saga? Joe Biden still make decisions that will discredit his government. The powerful countries in the world will fight against the US soon. Biden should change his strategies if he doesn't want to weaken the efforts of the US in the fight against terrorism. Only when the US plans strategically will it be able to avert the terror attack that is coming on it. I fear no one. The People's Democratic Party (PDP) has been enmeshed in a crisis involving the party chairman Uche Secondus. You warned earlier this year in your book. Only free and fair election will make PDP realize the expectation as the party will source for new party chairman. Is there any hope of resolving the crisis? I said a long time ago in the book that Secondus will be out. If at all he takes any injunction, he's out of the way. There is no court process that will bring Secondus back. Governor Wike should take things easy because all his moves to be relevant in the politics of Nigeria should not be counterproductive for him. He should be careful not to shoot himself in the foot. He should not work against the will of God, which may boomerang. PDP can only be recognized through unity because a bigger decampi will emerge. More people will leave the party if care is not taken. Anambra, Ekiti, Osun will be having elections. Any call for caution on the part of the politicians? In the Anambra election coming soon, PDP is out of it. The aspirants surrounding the governor there will not perform. PDP will not be reckoned with in the election. Also, nobody wants to vote for APC. APC will only get relevance by rigging. APC is responsible for most of the problems in Anambra. The APC is using court proceedings to cause problems in APGA and PDP. The PDP candidates cannot fight this cause. The people surrounding him are sycophants. They will sell him out. APGA should put their house together. If the APC gets the government house, no court will be able to remove them. APC government will not work well in Anambra. I'm not against the man. I have no candidate. YPP should strategize. That party that traits of victory. It should take drastic steps. Those who have decamped should form coalition. It will be an edge. It will be a tough election in Anambra. APC can only win through rigging. It is ready to rig and emerge and engage in misconduct. It is the most desperate party. The election will be very rough. In Ekiti, Abiodun Olujumi will work out some miracles in Ekiti PDP. That person, if given the chance, will spring surprises. Oni will be allowed unless he goes to Olujumi. Olujumi cannot be governor, but will occupy a major leadership slot in Ekiti. Fayemi must consult properly and bring out a popular candidate. The popular candidate will bring victory to APC, but will break APC. In Osun, let there be peace between Aregbesola and Oyetola. If APC wants to win, Aregbesola's fashion is very important. Sanwo-Olu's second term is under threat. He should be careful. If Jonathan decides to contest for a second term in office, he will be messed up. God has already honored him. He must not allow anyone use him for selfish goals. He must not contest even if Buhari wants him to. It will take God's grace for a northerner to hand over to a southerner. There will be chaos, killings ahead of 2023. Nigeria's problem is from the north, yet a northerner will be used to resolve it. The Malami factor will come up in Nigeria. Nobody should underrate Malami, the Attorney General of the Federation. The EFCC chairman will do a lot, but he will be rubbished out of office. He must watch his back. Let's pray against the death of a prominent politician. Let's pray against the death of General, Senior Police Officer. Not all senators and House of Reps members will finish their terms. Lawan and Gbajabiamila will face challenges. Those visiting Tinubu are deceiving him. Tinubu's political boys will be his undoing. A new leadership will take over Lagos State. If Nigeria does not break up, there will be restructuring. Buhari's government cannot realize restructuring, and his government cannot break Nigeria. But something of such will happen between 2035 and 2040. There is a danger ahead. Atiku should forget about the presidency.